What's up, guys? It's me, Caleb, not Shalibo. I'm a cool guy. I'm like a builder and a helper and whatnot in Resurrection. And I was thinking, it's been like almost a year since the last devlog, and Ghostbusters Day is coming up. So I decided to record this little sneak peek to show you what's in store. And it's pretty cool. Join the Discord if you want like more sneak peeks other than these devlogs. We have a lot of good stuff there, a lot of good people. So enjoy. Alright, so we are in. So first things first, we have a loading screen, very groundbreaking. We got a new logo for Resurrection. We got a little custom cursor. I don't know if that was in the devlog or not, but just in case. We're just gonna skip this. We're gonna start our game. Loading in, we have a new menu with little civilian dudes walking in the background, and the Ghostbusters. Animated by me because I'm not cool. And we have Ray. He's all happy, kicking his feet around, and then you have Peter sleeping. Winston acting all tough and checking his imaginary watch. And then I don't know what's going on with Egon's on the trailer. Nothing new with the credits or the extras. The extras doesn't even work. But let's just play. Character selection is very unfinished. It's not gonna look anything like this. It's just gonna there's gonna be like little arrows right here, and you're gonna have a select, and the arrows point you to where the Ghostbusters are, if that makes sense. I'll show like a little visual to help understand it, because I can't explain it because I haven't slept today. But let's choose Egon, because why not? Alright, loading in. The upstairs is completely different. The firehouse is completely done as far as I'm aware of, but yeah, check it out. We got a new upstairs, new models, everything looks so nice. Finally have a bathroom. Nothing weird is behind that door. Very nice, very nice, very nice. We have this room. I don't know what this room's for. Got a fireplace. Everything's dope. It's very cool, very cool. My favorite addition is you can now go down the fireplace. Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. And then we're down here. Ignore that little door. We'll go back to that later. Janine has a brand new model. Well, actually, I think it's just a hair change, but it looks a lot better. We have... I don't know if this was in it before, but the Ghostbusters now spawn in the map, and they disappear when their character is chosen. So since I'm Egon, Egon's not upstairs like he normally is. And then basement, it's pretty much the same. We have Winston, we have Tobin Spirit Guide, and then we have this little room. I don't know what this is for. Or do I? Because I totally didn't make that room. But, we're just gonna ignore that for now. Alright. So ignore all this. This won't even be on launch, I'm pretty sure. So, Proton Pack. Let's equip it. We have a completely new model. It's just more accurate to the 84 pack, better texturing, everything just looks better. And on top of, new model, we got better effects. Very good. I don't know if you noticed, but also we have a completely new UI from the last devlog. New crosshair, everything. It's very nice. I don't know if the Proton stream is very different, but here's this. It's pretty cool. One thing that I know for sure is new is characters now have voice lines. So
Traps ready.
Look at that.
Here it comes.
And there's a lot
Here
of
it
them.
comes. Here's a fresh trap.
It's not just for throwing traps, for getting scared by ghosts, getting hurt, capturing a ghost, trapping a ghost, just shooting at a ghost. Yeah. Alright. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Alright, Ray. You, yeah, you do that. Alright. Now we're going into the weird, mischievous area. Alright. So this is basically our testing area to test the Ghost AI. It is very goofy looking. There's supposed to be music playing, but it's probably a good thing it's not, because it gets really annoying. But yeah, we have a chef ghost over here. He is not programmed in. We pretty much were just testing the animations for him. But Parade Queen and Cruster are coded in, as long as our little template ghost. Basically, the AI is done. We just, you know, need to implement it to each ghost and do animations and effects and all that boring stuff, bug fixes. It's really boring. But yeah, Ghost AI is basically coded in. You can spawn in Cruster, and he's a cool guy. I wanna try to get him to do his little funny attack. Doesn't look like he's doing it though. Oh, he's after me. Oh, there we go. There we go. And that animation was really buggy, but whatever. Alright. So, I don't know how different capturing and whatnot is with the ghost and the devlog, but music plays, new health UI. Oh wait, no, that's the old one. Never mind. Alright, and then you have the capture stream. I'm gonna let go because that's really loud. Holy. So, there is tether health, meaning if you don't slam a ghost in time, the capture stream will undo itself, and you have to redo it. Like that. Multiple players can actually get a capture stream on a ghost, and you kind of alternate between slamming. It's pretty fun, but I don't have anyone here with me, so we're just gonna do it by myself. We're just gonna slam him around a little bit, get him fully weakened, and now he's pretty much paralyzed, and that's when we can throw our trap, open it, grab him, and bring him down in there. And if you're paying attention, you can hear all the character voice lines. You know, you celebrate when you trap a ghost. Alright, so that's that. And then we have the Parade Queen, which I'm kind of scared to spawn in because I don't know if the possession is working, but we're about to find out. So Parade Queen, very, very scary. Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Alright, so when you get possessed, you basically kind of just wander around and you have to, you know, put these little keybinds in, get unpossessed, and then boom, we're out. If there's another player nearby, you actually start punching the other buster when you're possessed, and it's really broken because we haven't balanced it, so that's pretty funny. But just keep your distance away from Parade Queens and you are chilling. And there's the new health UI I was talking about for Ghost. But yeah, slam her. Boom, boom, boom. And then, boom. Easy. I don't know what that is. That's nothing important. Yeah, easy capture. I do want to mess around with some little cool things we've worked on. So ghosts have a teleportation feature. Let's just do that. We're gonna use the template ghost. So Presser has a teleportation feature where he teleports next to you, and hopefully he'll do it. Come on. There you go. And he basically just scares you. I know that looked really bad, but the animation didn't load in time. So if he does it again, it should look better. But I don't want to wait for that. And then ghosts will flee into objects. I don't know if Cruster will. We're about to find out. Ignore that 0 above his head. That's just like development stuff. There you go, buddy. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, okay. Never mind. He's gonna use telekinesis instead. Yeah, they can throw objects at you, and if you're not paying attention, they can mess you up pretty good. We need her. Come on. Come on. Aw, that might do it. Alright, let's just bring her to the object. Alright, So she fleed into it. I guess the aura doesn't work, but oh yeah, we have ecto goggles added in. That little bar increases and decreases depending on your distance from the ghost. And if you get close to this, she jump scares you and then possesses you. So you need to be really careful getting near objects like that. The ecto goggles will be a big help in highlighting if an object is possessed or not. Same with your PK meter. But yeah. You might be wondering what this button is. It just kills you. Dying in this game temporarily knocks you down until you are revived. If you're not revived, you just go back to the menu. There's no one here to revive me, so I'm just gonna do a quick and easy death. Let's load back in. Yeah, just please ignore this. Like, this is really unfinished stuff. And we are back. Right here is our upgrades. I'm not going to open that yet because it breaks your game. But players will be able to upgrade their gear and do cool, like, upgrades like a proton torpedo and all that cool stuff. Cross-trim governor. You guys can probably guess what that does. And if you can't, then no issue. But now that we're back here, I think my trap is nearly full. Not yet. But we're gonna empty it anyway, so I can show you me getting XP, because who doesn't like XP? Oh my gosh! I can't believe I forgot. At the top right, there is a custom little leaderboard now. You get to see who's playing as a certain character. And the expressions change when you fire, which is pretty cool. It will show your level and how much money the player has at some point. But for now, it's just that. But let's go over here. Let's clear our trap. Boom. 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 And then look at my XP. I gained, wait, was that 470? So that's, I gained 40 XP because I only trapped 4 ghosts. Each ghost is, I believe, 10 XP? I don't know. My math is bad. Let's trap the Ecto. Yeah, let's go do that. You can't enter the city right now because it is broken, just like everything in this game, unfortunately. So we have to do it through here. Call system. I'm pretty sure it's the same. You just, you know, you get a call, boom, you take the job, you have a vote for it, and then a random person is chosen to drive the Ecto. Like that. Ignore the menu, guys. You won't be able to see this, you know, in a normal round. Not much has changed about the Ecto, but it has Sirens now, so that's pretty fun. Look at that. Oh yeah. It's pretty fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? Dude! He really want to get in this building for some reason. Whatever. Whatever. Not my business. That's weird. That's really weird. Let's go and check. Alright, and I think that's pretty much it. Now it's just time to show the maps, I think. And I can't, you know, load them in or go to them, but I think one of the, yeah, here we go. This is the first map I'll be showing. Hold on, give me a second. It's gonna take a while to get there. So this map was created by me. It is the Haunted Laundromat. Okay. I don't know what happened to the door there. I don't know what happened to all the doors, actually. And I don't know what happened to this map. It has just gone. Yeah, here's one of the maps you'll fight in. We got cool little areas, dark areas. These little squares you see are where ghosts will spawn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this map was actually shown before, but I completely reworked it. And it's a lot bigger. Before it was like, it's probably the size of like, the basement in the firehouse. Not completely true, but it was near that size. And then let me go to studio so I can show you guys the other maps. Alright, so here's a little fun map me and Shaliba worked on. This is the library map. It is, you know, pretty cool. You got the little kids area. You got the standard reading room. All these books. All these nerdy books. We got some little ghost spawners. They're yellow this time. Big change. But the big part is down here where you're in like the little weird maze of all these books in these tight corners that can, you know, they're pretty scary. Very inspired by the downstairs scene in the public library in the first movie where they're like walking around with PK meters and then bookshelves fall. But yeah, there's that map, and then we have another one. Alright, here is this map. This is a la Ghoul. It's like a little like diner, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Me and Shaliba worked on this map. It was pretty fun. Looks very nice. You have like the main area over here, and then you have the little kitchen area. You have your little like storage room. Then you have your freezer room, which also looks like a storage room. They kind of look the same, but whatever. Then we have a manager's room. We got tons of little things in here. You know, beans and whatnot. Very cool map. More ghost spawners. Bathrooms. We already went in here, but I'm gonna just show you them again. I'll show you one more map. Here is little police station. The Haunted Precinct is what it's called. A very cool police station. You know, you got your downstairs, you got your parking lot. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure this was inspired by like the police station in Dexter. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably wrong. But yeah, we have this room, we have all these computers for like researching or whatnot. We got donuts, we got coffee, we got all that good stuff. We got little jail cells over here. Yeah, very cool map. Looks very good. And that is all the maps I will show. And then a last little like editor note, even though the game's getting like way closer to release, we still don't know when the game's releasing, and we're not gonna give a release date until, you know, we know like we can get it done by that time. So for now, you're just gonna have to be patient. Sneak peeks will continue to come, and we will be trying to release a trailer as soon as possible. Thank you for all your support. You know, really helps us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good one.